Hello and good evening, folks. Welcome back to yet another late night live stream here on the D-Hall channel. You all been doing well. Alright, well, since we're starting a little later, I see no reason to dilly-dally. Let's get Spirit of Justice up and running. There we go. Alright. So last time we had a pretty freaking short stream because I was way too tired. And hopefully I'm not as tired today. I don't feel like I'll be tired. I still had a busy day. But to be fair, the day I last streamed this was also the day I just moved back here from a vacation, and traveling is surprisingly tiring, even though you're sitting in a plane for an extended period of time. Although, all things considered, it makes sense, with how much you have to move here and there. Anyway, let's resume the magical turnabout. So, Trucy is... Trucy's accused with the murder, or for the murder of Mr. Rios. Oh, Mr. Rios. Who exactly is this Mr. Rios? You said he used to belong to Troop Grammary, right? You don't know who the great Mr. Rios is, Apollo? He's super famous. He's all people talk about on TV. It's news to me. Really? I just assumed he was one of Trucy's assistants. Way to diss the dead, Apollo. So, how did the two of you come to perform together, Trucy? Well, like I said, he used to be a member of Troop Grammary. Trucy does look older in this game. I don't know what about her makes her seem that way, but yeah, it seems like she grew up a little bit. Maybe it's her proportions, I have no idea. How old is she in this? Probably like 17. He was a protege of my granddaddy, Magnifique Grammary. So the TV station arranged for us to perform together this time because of that connection. Did he continue performing as a magician after he left Troop Grammary? No, he got injured while practicing for a show about 13 years ago. That's why he left the troupe. After that, he took a break from magic for a while. Pretty sure it's a recent thing, him getting famous again. I only started seeing him on TV again maybe last year. I had nothing but respect for Mr. Rios as a magician. See, the most fantastical thing about this universe is magicians being actual celebrities. I can't tell you how sad I am this happened. Can't imagine how traumatic it must be to have someone die during your big show. Oh, but hey, don't worry, I'm fine. I have to stay strong for my fans. Oh. Lying senses activate. My bracelet is reacting. People tend to unconsciously tense up when they're trying to hide something. When I pick up on their distress, the bracelet around my wrist starts to feel tight. So I guess this means that Trucy's trying to hide something from me. Wait, the bracelet tightens up? I thought it, just vibrated or something? Damn. You sure it's not for your wrist? Well, I guess it should give my bracelet a touch with X. can see things others can't. The slightest twitch, gesture, or change in expression. Yes, I can see it all when I'm concentrating intensely like this. When people are feeling tense, they sometimes reveal a certain habit or a little tick. I'll just shift my viewpoint around until I find Trucy's nervous tick. Because I've never done this for Trucy before. Oh, her eyes are shifty. Okay, I think I found her telltale tick. Hey, what's up, money? Coggers. Now, to listen carefully to every word and see what she gets shifty-eyed over. And I'll perceive whatever she seems nervous about to get to the bottom of things. Don't worry, I'm fine. You're not. You need to talk?
Gotcha!
And this mechanic was so good that they used it for 3 games in a row. They agree with me. This one's worth reusing. I don't want them to bring back the friggin' emotion reading shit, though. Although Athena is here. Come on, Trucy, you should know by now that you can't hide anything from me. I'm your big bro. No, it's my bracelet. And here I thought my smile was going to do the trick. Looks like I broke the first rule of being a magician. True entertainer always keeps a smile on their face, right? I remember having you say that before. That's right. It's a Grammary motto that my daddy used to say before he passed away. I'll never forget it. It's one of the few precious memories I have of him. You can't keep everything inside, Trucy. You'll burst. Why don't you tell me what's bothering you? I can't. If I did, you wouldn't believe in me anyway. That's not true. As an entertainer, you believe in always keeping a smile on your face. And as a lawyer, I have a belief that's important to me as well. Wearing it gets me raring to go.
Take that!
Take that. Your attorney's badge. One of the rare times I actually get to present this thing. I swore in this badge that I would always believe my client to the bitter end. That's the cornerstone of being a good lawyer. Mr. Wright taught me as much. So no matter what you tell me, I'm going to keep believing in you, Trucy. All I ask is for you to have a little faith in me, too. Will I play Great Ace Attorney Chronicles in the future? Hell yeah. It's like, it's been collecting dust in my Steam library. So, I see no reason why it wouldn't be a stream game for the future. Alright, thanks, Polly. The truth. Polly, what if I made a mistake? What do you mean? What if it really was me who stabbed Mr. Rios? What makes you say that? Well, in my escape trick, I used both a real sword and a rubber sword. I switched the real sword for the rubber sword just before I stabbed it in the coffin. So, even if somebody had been in there, the rubber sword shouldn't have hurt them. But Mr. Rios was found dead in the coffin. I know! That just doesn't make any sense. I know I swapped the swords. You're absolutely sure? Positive. I practiced that trick hundreds of times with no mistakes. I remember very clearly swapping the swords this time too. But could I have made a mistake this time? Could you really have? Maybe somebody swapped it without her knowing. They pulled an illusion on the illusionist. Well, I better get going. Oh, where to? It's practice my act, of course. The show's only a few days away. You're really pushing yourself. Didn't you practice until late last night, too? Yep, because everything's gotta be just right. What a cinnamon roll. Maybe I really did kill Mr. Rios. Trucy. The worst possible mistake I could make. Such a horrific accident right in the middle of my show. And yet, all I can think about is... now that this has happened, Troop Grammar will get its performance rights pulled. There'll never be another show. Everything my family worked so hard for will be gone forever. And poor Mr. Rios had his whole life and a great career ahead of him. I ruined everything. I destroyed it all. I took it all away. Poor girl. Polly, I'm ready to pay for what I did. Trucy, I don't think you did anything wrong. You don't? I've had one question going through my mind this whole time. Was this accident really your fault? What do you mean? I don't have any proof or anything. It's just that one bunny girl was so sus. I don't think you'd ever make a mistake like that. Apollo. I saw how hard you worked on your tricks, staying up late night every night to practice. And I know you. You always get everything picture perfect. Nobody's perfect all the time. Still, I think something else caused Mr. Reese's death, not any mistake of yours. After all, you're sure you swapped the swords, right? Yes, I remember doing it. And I just know it wasn't your fault, Trucy. But how can you say that? We don't have any proof it wasn't me. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, Polly, but... I believe in you, Trucy. And I believe in your skill as a professional magician. So, I'm going to prove your innocence. Don't worry, you are going to be fine. I still think fine is like the worst catchphrase. There's no oomph to it. Aww. She needs a hug, but she's behind the screen. No. Hey, guard in the back. Hug her for me. Thank you, Apollo. Thank you for believing in me. Man, this is the first time we've seen Trucy cry like this. She was so happy in the last game. I'm going to believe in you too. Good. I'm sorry. I need a tissue. I've never seen Trucy cry like this before. She always seems so strong. But maybe sometimes she's just putting on a brave face. She's still just a kid after all. So, I have to make it official, but will you let me defend you? Yes! I'm counting on you. I don't want to have to cancel the show on its opening day. Right. She seems fine now. Trucy, let's win this trial together! Unlike some people. Well, we better get right to investigating. Come on, Athena. Wipe that nose and let's go. Excuse you? Do you see any snot on my face, Apollo? Yeesh, talking about an emotional roller coaster. We'll need to investigate the stage at the Penrose Theater where the body was found. Yeah, I hope no one will try to stop us. If you're going to Penrose Theater, can I ask you a favor? Of course. What is it? I left a very special notebook behind in my dressing room. Very special. Sure, we can pick it up for you. That notebook is really, really important to me. I don't know what I'd do if anybody read it. Trucy, you're not supposed to say that. What choice do I have now but to read it? Well, wow, I wonder what's in it, see? Trucy, you planted the seed. Don't blame me for what happens next. The notebook is in my blue handbag on the table. It's big and black. You can't miss it. Thanks in advance. And with that, I've got to go. Seems they've got more questions for me. Alright, I'll see you later, Trucy. So, should we investigate the stage first or go get the notebook? I can finally examine. The technology is here. I remember lamenting not being able to do this in Dual Destinies. Security camera stares at us with its cold, unblinking eye. I don't know why, but it gives me the heebies. The side order to jeebies. What's up, guard? The guard is just standing there completely motionless, and Athena keeps making faces at him, trying to make him crack at least a smile. Well, I think I made him smirk a little. Come on, leave the poor guy alone, Athena. It's the microphone for speaking with people on the other side of the glass. Athena's trying to stump the guard with trivia questions. Oh, this guy's good. He answers in the blink of an eye without batting an eyelash or moving a muscle. Is he that bored? I mean, no one's in here now. I talk to you. Oh, it's the usual. Alright, let's go to the stage. Big old dragon looks nothing like the anime. Can't believe they'd lie to me like this. Let's get down to business. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh. You know, I wonder who's the detective for this game, because Wright is well, let's say he's no more. And I mean, maybe it's someone new? Gumshoe? Emma Sky returning, maybe? We're the attorneys, but the defendant in this case. Is that alright if we examine the scene? Of course it's not alright. I don't care if you're in the defense or the president. No unauthorized investigations. Oh, come on. It wouldn't kill you. Let us take a little look around. Someone I know well. Oh. I said no. Now get out of here. Scram! I guess we'll just have to try and get permission from the lead detective. Alright. No detective center or like agency here. But let's go to outside of the theater. Maybe they're around. April 27th, Penrose Theater. The person you are trying to call is not available. After the tone, please record. I tried calling Mr. Wright 100 times, but he never picks up. You'll even have cellular towers in Korean. We've left him some voicemails, so he'll probably call once he gets them. He's gonna flip out when he hears what happened. Yeah, when he hears what happens to Trucy. Hey, this is the place, the theater where that magical murder happened. Oh yeah. Wonder if they brought the dead body up yet. I hear they already arrested the murderer. They say it's a young girl. Yeah, a high school student. Can you believe it? Kids these days. Yeah, well, kids these days, you know, just casually murdering performers on stage. Yep. Generation is truly ruined. It's doomed. What's with all the curious bystanders? They sure are kicking up a fuss. How dare they call Trucy a murderer? They've got some nerve. We can't let people think that about her. We have to defend her. Paulo, is that you? Who? Oh, shit. Emma? It's sure been a while. How have you been? Can't complain. I haven't seen you in ages. Me too. Emma is usually not in the best of moods. So I never quite know what to do or say around her. Are we gonna get snackoos chucked at us again? Well, we have some business to take care of, so I best be ready to get going. Hey, wait a minute. What was it something I said? Apollo, you might have chosen the worst possible reaction in this scenario. Ugh. You're downright at something you said. What's with you brushing me off like that? We got heaps to catch up on. Probably been through. You're still not mad at me about something, are you? Oh, her little pouty face. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Who's this, Apollo? You know, I've noticed an odd trend. What's up with, like, Ace Attorney characters and going to Europe to study? Or to, like, find themselves on on a journey or whatever. Athena studied in Europe, I think. I think Emma also went to Europe last time, like between now and the last time we saw her. I think Francisco went back there. Von Karma, yeah. Miles Edgeworth went back there for quite a while. Distant cousin or something? No, and as a detective I've had the pleasure of working with before. Paulo, why do you sound like she's like not the best? She is. Her armband? Hello, I'm Emma Skye, forensic investigator. What? Finally a full-fledged forensic investigator? Say forensics. Yeah, finally achieved my lifelong dream. Look, I even have an official forensic investigator armband and everything. Well, I'm so proud of you. It's great, Emma. But the exam was really hard, huh? Oh, it was a cinch. Really? Because I thought you said something about failing it over and over. Well, never mind that. The important thing is, I'm not a plain old detective anymore. So no more boring old investigations for me. I'm so happy I could hug the whole world. Coming from you, that's really something. Bopping my head to the Emma Skye theme real quick. Criminals beware. Fingerprinting, luminol testing, DNA analysis. Emma Skye is raring to go, so bring it on. Oh, I guess it's goodbye grumpy clouds, hello fanatical sun. One more snack goose then? She's very cheerful, isn't she? Is it because of the weather or something? She sure wasn't like this before. She was pretty frustrated back when she was assigned to the criminal affairs department. She was always munching on chocolate snackoos to relieve her stress. Snackoos and stress are a thing of the past. I've said goodbye to both of them. Damn, you really matured. Milfed up even. Actually, how old are you? No profile? What is this? Mr. Rias age question mark? Interesting. Mr. Reddin's age question mark. Bonnie age question mark. I think this is the first time they've concealed these things from us. Interesting. May you never have to see either again. By the way, are you two here because of the murder? Murder? Don't you mean the accident? Oh, then I guess you haven't heard. The case is being treated as a straight-up homicide now. What? Just so you know, I heard that the prosecution is going to argue tomorrow that Trucy outright murdered Mr. Rios. What? Are you kidding? They're treating it as a murder? Emma, please tell us everything you know. Of course. Anything to help Trucy. First, we examine. What is this? Look, there's Trucy, front and center. She's posed very cutely. The show actually starts the day after tomorrow, huh? I don't know if you've noticed, but see that man in front of the poster? He's been standing there a long time looking at it. Yeah, I noticed. Sometimes he kind of stretches his hand toward it a little bit. Oh, but he's one of Trucy's fans. Think he's gonna try to make off with it? Who knows? Oh, look! We don't have to worry. Every time the man reaches for it, the dog growls and pulls at his pant leg. Yeah, it kind of begs the question, who's the master and who's the pet? Oh, I missed these little, these little tidbits. Is that it? Yeah, I do remember examining everything else here last time. Okay. Alright, talk to me, Emma. The incident. Why is the case being treated as a homicide now, not involuntary manslaughter? Well, apparently there's something that proves it was a straight-up homicide. Well, that's vague. Do you know any of the details? No, I'm afraid that's all I was told. Really? How come? Well, because the lead prosecutor is kind of a hard guy to read. Though, maybe it's just a culture gap thing? Anyway, he's not one to really share his thoughts. Wait, what do you mean by culture gap? I mean that he's a foreigner, so his way of going about things is different. So, who exactly am I up against tomorrow? Let's just go straight to this. For a second, I thought it was Edgeworth. I was like, what the fuck do you mean by culture gap in Edgeworth? Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth has been reorganizing the prosecutor's office lately. As a part of that effort, he's gotten rid of a lot of corrupt prosecutors. Good. So the prosecutor's office is looking pretty empty these days. Damn, how much corruption has been in this place? And that's how a foreign prosecutor got assigned to this case? That's part of it, yes. We were short on prosecutors, and this guy just happened to be visiting. How convenient. What's the purpose of his visit? Well, some insurgents from the Kingdom of Kurain are thought to be hiding out here. Oh. From there? As an international prosecutor, he apparently came to investigate the matter personally. So he's from the Kingdom of Kurain? That's right. He's also a Kurainist monk. A monk? So, how did he get assigned to this particular case anyway? It seems he's very devoted to furthering his studies as a prosecutor. I love this animation of her. Look at her pondering. He wanted to learn how crime scenes are investigated here, so he just showed up. So, he was just curious, huh? He looked the entire crime scene over quite earnestly. And just as everyone else was ready to call it a case of involuntary manslaughter, this is most certainly a murder. The cruel act of an impure soul. And that's what he said, just like that. And then everyone believed him. And he volunteered himself as a prosecutor for this case. He was like, oh, it's a free dub. Gimme, gimme. With the shortage of prosecutors right now, the prosecutor's office was glad to have him. Oh shit, it's Biz. What up? It's been a while. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. So Trucy was arrested for murder all because of this guy, huh? I have to say, he's definitely not your typical prosecutor. He says court is where a victim receives their last rites. How am I? I am a lot busier nowadays, but somehow I still find time to stream, which is a miracle. Where the truth is revealed, the criminal is judged, and the victim's soul sees salvation. Receiving last rites in court allows the victim to finally rest in peace, or so he claims. So to him, a trial is like performing funeral rites for the victim, huh? That's certainly a unique way of looking at it. His name is Nayuta Sadmati. Okay, that's not too bad. Sadmati. What? Nayuta Sadmati? That's right. What, you know him or something? Oh, I guess you could say I've heard of him. Wait, I have? Well, yeah, he is pretty famous. Really? Yes, they say he travels the world, solving difficult case after difficult case. Where there's a hard case to crack, he's called in to prosecute it. What? Wouldn't you need a detective for that? Wow, sounds like he's gonna be tough to beat. I can't believe this. I have to stand in court against him? He seems like a very kind and gentle person, though. He's very polite and understanding to everyone he talks to. Oh, so he's a pretty agreeable guy then, huh? Yeah, he's bound to see what kind of person Trucy really is. Yeah, I'm sure, with his capital I insight. But don't they hate defense attorneys in Grain? Would he even listen to what we have to say? I don't see why not. He certainly seems like the type of person who would. That smile. That damn smile. Even so, do you think you could do us a favor, Emma? Could you tell Prosecutor Sadmati about Trucy? About what a good person she is? Of course. Leave it to me. I'll make him understand there's no way Trucy could have committed murder. I hope he listens to reason. Me too. Why is Apollo so scared of this guy? Can't be that bad. Ugh, congrats on finally becoming the forensic investigator you always wanted to be. Thanks. I failed that exam so many times, but I finally did it. I can finally use my forensics kit openly, whenever I want. Oh yeah, you used to have to stealth use a kit you sent away for. Oh, I still use that one too. But now it's more of a hobby kit. It's important to have hobbies too, you know. So basically, nothing's changed. Are you kidding? I don't have to worry about getting in trouble for taking fingerprints for fun now. It's positively life-changing. I can take all the prints I want. Are you sure you're allowed to do that? Sure, I'm sure. I've been collecting all the prints I've taken into a personal database. Personal? I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Now, hold out your hands. I need to get your prints too. I promise you won't use them for evil. Wait, I'm actually agreeing to this? I can't believe she took my prints too, Apollo. Oh, this is looking pretty bad, Apollo. Calling it a murder, and they've even got proof. What are we gonna do? Look at the bright side, that's what. Bright side? What bright side? Well, the good thing about there being proof is that there has to be it has to point to the real killer. If we can find out who that is, we can prove Trucy's innocence. Oh, hey, you're right. Which means our objectives are clear. no problem, Biz. Glad to have you here. You have to find two things: proof of Trucy's innocence and evidence of the true culprit's identity. You know what, Apollo? You're starting to give me a glimmer of hope. That means there's only one thing to do. Mo, would it be alright if we investigate the scene? I said no, you just do it behind my back anyway, right? Would I do something like that? Guess the jig is up. Look, we learn from the best. Thanks, Phoenix. Alright, but I'd better come along. Oh, we need a chaperone, huh? Yes, Mommy. Who knows what sort of mischief you get up to if I'm not there to keep an eye on you? Mischief? Sounds like Emma trusts you about as far as she can throw you, Apollo. He has been known to move things around at the scene of the crime, you know. What about you? You used to do all kinds of forensic tests on things without permission. There's nothing wrong with that. After all, forensics is always on the side of justice. It's not even remotely fair. Alright, got nothing to present. Except my attorney's badge. I won't waste my time. Or yours. Just gonna double check the you'll inspect here. Oh, I just realized it's called the Penrose Theater because it's named after the Penrose Stairs. Because of all the illusion imagery and stuff. Very funny. Woohoo. Alright, let's go to that dressing room. I want to see what's in that notebook. Sorry for reading your diary, Trucy, but what other chance do I get? Dressing room looks just like the way it did before the incident. These items look kind of lonely without their owners. You have to find Trucy's notebook for her. Let's see, she said it would be in her blue handbag on the table, right? We should see what else we can check out while we're here. Oh, I just realized. They did away with the 3D scene investigation. Actually, no, we haven't been to the actual stage yet, so maybe that's like 3D and you can rotate that, but I mean, so far, I don't think this was in Dual Destinies. Like, you could rotate every scene in Dual Destinies, you could, like, do all that shit. But here, it's a good old static image. Well, it's not static, there's the rabbits, but you know what I mean. 2D. What do we have here? Look at all this stuff. They must belong to Mr. Rios. Wow, look at the colors on that briefcase. Fucking Joker-ass colors. Do you think he carries that around with him on his time off? Well, during his shows, he wears a mask to hide his identity. If he carried that briefcase around when he wasn't working, wouldn't it give him away? But you've got to change gears and look at things in a different way at a time like this. He wears a mask during shows, huh? Interesting. I mean, his profile here names him as the Great Mr. Rios, but I'm sure that's not his real name. And so, maybe if you figure out his true identity, that's the heart of the case. But we'll see. Oh yeah? Meaning? Well, what if Mr. Rios wore his full costume out all the time, even when he wasn't working? Then that briefcase wouldn't have given him away one bit. Okay. I'm getting pretty good at this turn your thinking around stuff, huh? She's like a little kid who's learned a new trick and couldn't wait to try it out. Oh, look at the adorable little bunnies. Rabbits, huh? I used to have a pet rabbit. Really? You? You sure don't look the type. What do you mean? What's wrong with me having a pet rabbit? Are people who have rabbits as pets usually the quiet, sensitive type? Well, pardon me for being so loud and sensitive. It's a dove. Tracy must use it in one of her tricks. Yeah. There's another birdcage next to it. I wonder what's in that one. Coo, cachoo! Cachoo? What in the world is that? Cuckoo cachoo? Oh shit, it's the Steel Samurai. Tracy put some posters up, I see. Oh, here's one of Troop Grammary. Troop Grammary. Magical Menagerie, huh? Looks like a bunch of folks dressed in outfits a bit too gaudy for their age, if you ask me. But isn't that pretty much how all the best magicians dress? Was Troop Grammary really such a big deal back in the day? Guess so. Everyone in the country knew them back then. They had great tricks. Like making a building disappear. A whole ass building? Hello, excuse me? Or escaping a safe drop from a helicopter? I was in Europe at the time, so I had no idea. What if, even if you know about them, then they really must have been really famous. I used to see them a lot on TV. I think it was back when I was still in junior high. The one in the black was the original leader of Troop Grammary, Tracy's grandfather. His name was Magnifi Grammary. The one in pink with the mustache, that's Zach Grammary. Tracy's late biological father. Oh, and look, there's Mr. Rios. And then there's my mom, or Apollo's, but our mommy. So this poster's from back when he was a member of Troop Grammary, huh? Tracy said he left the troop after he was injured during a show or something, right? Sure, we'll have to like compare outfits or something with that photo. Oh, these are from Prosecutor Gavin. Gavin? Roses, huh? I like him. Pretentious. They might be pretentious, but you know what? He makes it work. Apollo, I've noticed this for a while now, but you get awfully prickly when it comes to Prosecutor Gavin. You think so? I mean, don't hate him just because he's beautiful. That's not it at all. Apollo, are you being a tsundere? Okay, you can let us know your true feelings. Aren't these Ninetales flowers? You know, those flowers that only grow in Ninetales Vale? Ninetales Vale? Oh shit. Throwback. Throwback to one game ago. Wow. What a nostalgia trip, am I right? Oh my goodness, you're right. There's a card here and a letter to go with it. Card says, good luck, Juicy, from Damien and Jinxie Tenma. You're Tenma and Jinxie, huh? What does the letter say? Let's see. Oh, there's a message for you in here, too. Please tell Mr. Demon Lawyer I said thank you for everything. Thanks to him, I overcame my fears, and now I'm not afraid of yokai anymore. Guess what? I've even become friends with a yokai like Itan Moment and Onaki Gigi. I don't know who those are. What yokai are those? No matter what happens, I guess she'll never grow out of her demon obsession. Dress. Very Alice in Wonderland. Look at all these costumes. I bet they're all trucies. Oh, could you tell by the scent? Are you like some kind of bloodhound or something? You know, what makes you think I've been sniffing them? Unless Apollo did, and he like put his face close to it and just inhaled. There's no way. Apollo would never. I'm her assistant, not her pet. Alright, give me a sec, guys. I gotta drink some water. Oops. Wrong. Mute button. This is a reminder, folks, to stay hydrated. All right. Makeup. Look at all this stuff. But it belongs to that bunny assistant we saw in the show. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. Does she really need all that? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen so much makeup. When it comes to sheer number of items, your desk back at the office isn't any better. Those things are just the natural accumulation of 2 years of work, and they're all necessary. Really? Instant noodles and crackers? Of course, I need those for when I have to stay at the office all night prepping a case. The comic books too? Oh, of course I need those. Manga these days are super realistic and informative. I need them for research. Yep, research. Uh-huh, I see. So you need to research street fighting in the funnies, do you? Har har har. Alright. Oh, here's that handbag Juicy was talking about. I feel a little funny digging around in the girl's purse. Guess it's okay to open it. After all, she did ask us to. Not you, Apollo. Let me do it. Let's see, huh? Oh no, not this. What's this? Oh, she has... Oh, Trucy, you are bad. What? Athena, what did you find? Oh no. What is it? I want to see too. That's funny. She said it was a black notebook, right? But there's nothing like that in here. Maybe Trucy was wrong about where she left it? Well, let's keep looking around for it. Damn, Trucy's bad. You heard it here first. Wait, she's only 17. Never mind. She's not bad. Alright, I think we investigated everything here, so let's move. Let's go to the stage. Alright, let's get down to investigating, shall we? Make sure you don't move anything or I'll get in big trouble. Fine, I promise. Hold on. What did I just say? Fine, I promise to only move the things I have to. Well, I have my own investigation to conduct, but let me know if you need anything. Ugh, starting to feel drowsy now. Maybe I'll end stream in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We'll see. It's been a while since we've done any investigating. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's dive right in. You do remember how to do this, right? If you don't, I can give you a quick rundown. I'm good. Don't worry about me. I've got it all locked away in the safe vault up there. Good. I'm sure it'll all come back to me too as we're going. As we go along. Wait, wasn't it you who just offered to give me a rundown? Oops. Wrong button. Agency's entire financial future too. God damn it, keep on doing that. Oh, Xbox controller. I'll be back. I need a water refill. Okay, we're back. Now with water. Excuse me while I take a sip. Okay. Oh, look at Emma's sky. It's small. How cute. Small Emma. Guess we'll investigate the obvious thing first. Big ass dragon. This is what they call a set piece. It's a piece of the onstage scenery. It suddenly fell down after the body was revealed, excuse me, if I recall correctly. Just as the brave heroine screams, the spell in the dragon breaks. Losing its wings, the dragon falls to the ground. The moment marked the collapse of Trucy's magical kingdom. How poetic. This came out of nowhere. Magic, huh? Yeah, sure. Timing was so perfect, I'd be genuinely surprised if it was magic. You know what they say about a house of cards? Now imagine an entire castle. Oh hey, this is a curtain. I wonder what's behind it. Backstage area. There's magic equipment and stuff like that back there. I'll open it in a crack and check out later. You weren't thinking of opening that curtain, were you? Oh, who, me? Would I ever do a thing like that? Rats, guess I'll have to ask her to open it for me later. She'll do it for us. She's a nice girl. We have one of these in the office too, don't we? Yeah, that poor magic prop we use is a shelving unit. I'd kind of like to see Trucy perform this trick sometime. We both know you'd be the one in the box if she ever did. Feel for the prop though, but can stay as a shelving unit in that case. Emma, can I ask you a question? Shh, this is the best part. She won't even look this way. Oh, a great prince. Another set for my collection. The girl's gotta have hobbies, I guess. She certainly seems to enjoy her work, doesn't she? Okay, this one's new. Oh hey, this is a curtain. Wonder what's behind it. Ooh, me? Ever do something like that? It's the same dialogue, even though the arrow was different or the finger was different. That video camera is pointed right in the stage. I don't know what it recorded. I want to take a peek, but Emma would. Oh, this residue data is so fascinating. She's so fixated on that bloodstained data, her eyes are getting bloodshot. Quick, Apollo, while Emma's off in forensic fantasy land. Let's see what's recommended on the camera. There it is. Bunny girl. Ta-da. And then there's a shadow that went up. Wonder what that was. It being silent is so weird. Ta-da! And? Eh? Uh-oh. She runs off. Oh. It's the same video we saw on TV where you can't see the body at all. Paulo, did you notice a strange shadow in that figure? No, why? I don't think it was my imagination, but I'm pretty sure I saw something. Man, I swear, this investigation music is dangerous for me because I feel like if I listen to it, like just constantly, I will fall asleep very, very quickly. It's like the, you know, repeated, like, not very exciting rhythm. Not much development. Like a lullaby. A strange shadow, huh? I wonder what it was. What it was. It might have been Mr. Hat. I don't know. Didn't seem person-shaped enough. That it here? Oh, I saw something. There you go. Oh, I've seen something like this before. It's like that game where you stick swords in a barrel until a little man inside pops up. Huh. That doesn't sound like any game I've ever heard of. Really? It's pretty famous in Europe. Did you have anything to play with as a kid? Oh, you know, us simple Americans, we're happy with just a hoop and a stick. Confirmed, we are in America, at least in this version of the game. Piano. I think for the seats. All right. I guess that's it. No, we haven't been to the agency. This investigation yet, have we? Oh, there's nothing here. What to do now? What to do now? I guess we still have to get that notebook back to, what's her name? Chusi. But I'm also feeling a little sleepy right now. So, I think I will end stream for tonight. Maybe not. Do I feel energy coming back to me? We did get that notebook, right? What's this? Aha. Bonnie. What's this? A script of the show? It says Bonnie. That must belong to that bunny assistant we saw on the show. 9:30 a.m. Mr. Reese transformed into a dragon, Lucy's hat trick. 10:20 a.m. Bonnie's teleportation trick and Lucy's, not Lucy, Trucy's escape trick. 11 a.m. Mr. Reese's fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. Mr. Reese's fire trick. We didn't get to see that part. Yeah, because they canceled the show after the accident. Hey, there's a note about the fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. Come to think of it, when Mr. Reese turned into a dragon, it breathed fire, didn't it? Coin tricks and fire tricks were Mr. Reese's specialties. Maybe they had some big finale planned. Mr. Reese and Trucy would face off in a grand magical showdown after his revival. I'd watch that. Script. Alright. Well. Maybe Trucy can illuminate this for us. Never mind, she's not here. What? Am I missing something? No one here either. Did you just get back to the stage? Alright, you know what? I will end stream for tonight. I'm feeling a bit too drowsy to have a good stream if I keep going like this. So we'll just call it. I think we did quite a bit. We made some good progress. I'm sure the investigation will take that much longer. So hopefully trial soon. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright, next stream is going to be... What will it be? I need to figure out what kind of schedule I want to do. Because I've been considering dropping one of my stream days because of, you know, just my work and school being so heavy, but I don't really know. If I go with what I have right now, 3 days a week, right? I could just alternate just every stream, meaning I'd do Persona 2 days and this game 1 day, and then the next week would have Persona for 1 day and then Ace Attorney for 2 days. Or I could just have one game be the 2 days a week and the other 1 day a week. Or I could get rid of one of the days and just have one of each game a week. I don't know. It's for me to decide. It's a lot to think about. It's a big choice, that's for sure. Anyway, enough of me just rambling. What was I hung up on again? Oh yes, what to stream? I guess since we only started Persona 3, I kind of want to play that again. So we'll go back to that, the next one, which will be on Sunday night, as planned. I have to see you all there. But until then, take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your night. Stay safe and be well. And I will save. Haha. Alright. See you later.